Pam Bondi's Congress testimony stirs tension, echoing Trump's combative style amid dismissal calls.
Huh?
We got the videos.
For what?
For Pam Bondi.
I ain't got there yet. I just introduced the story. Y'all, everybody's tired tonight. People are up. Maybe we should turn this into the midnight show because people are up watching right now. Hey, y'all. Join the chat, y'all. I'll shout you out if I see you post something in there. Y'all, Pam Bondi got her ass railed today at the Congress. Mm. You know, they questioning her about them Epstein files and everything. And she tried to act like she was Trump down there, y'all. You're a failed lawyer. I hate you. Your district is terrible. Blah, 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 blah. Mm. You're not Trump, Pam. And you got your ass handed to you up there now. And it was so good. It was good. Y'all got about 7 minutes worth of videos to play for y'all about this thing. But it's worth every moment.
Yeah. Because
she got her ass railed. They tell me she need to get fired. I think she's going to get fired. And guess what? My mom said I'm fired for what? Covering up the Epstein files, redacting all the information, releasing the victim's information when that's supposed to be redacted, being Trump's personal bully to go out and sue people like the FBI and suing the school board and suing $10 billion to the tax return people and, you know, just doing all kinds of shit they ain't supposed to be doing. Donald Trump's not supposed to take $1 out of this federal government besides what they pay him for his salary. He ain't supposed to get nothing else. So you know that's why they scared as hell when if the Congress flips on the midterms. All these motherfuckers is going to jail and getting impeached.
Yeah.
Probably everybody except Trump. So Pam Bondi, go ahead and get your little orange suit ready. Cause you going. Mm. She knows it.
Yeah.
She knows. There's a cost to be associated with Donald Trump. Either you're going to lose all your business or you're going to jail. Period.
No in between?
There's no in between. Because all he going to do is having you do crimes for him. Mm. Huh?
Right.
I know. We all know that. Y'all, says an extraordinary scene on Capitol Hill. Donald Trump's hand-picked chief lawmaker spent the morning yelling at members of Congress, accusing them of Trump derangement syndrome and refusing to answer questions as Jeffrey Epstein's stunned victims watched in the public gallery. So that was his victims behind Pam Bondi, child. And she's sitting up there going off and acting crazy like that. Oh, Lord, y'all. I got a couple of videos I'm going to play for y'all. They're a little long, but they're good. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can turn the caller off now. Y'all, Pam Bondi is a nut job. Y'all want to see something? Y'all, watch this.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop the limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness.
She is acting so not bothered. She is flipping through papers and everything while this man is talking. She's just like, she don't hear shit he talking about.
Immediately. Epstein should rot in hell. So should the men who patronized his operation. And as we sit here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims and you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you if you had any decency.
Y'all people that's watching live, don't leave. This show is actually ghetto, okay? You can just stay here. It's not a politics like how you think. We're going to talk some other bullshit too, okay? This would just happen to be some stupid story for today. Right. It's hood in here, y'all. Don't leave.
You would resign right after this hearing concludes.
The gentleman has expired.
May I respond?
Yeah, I don't know how you respond. No one can.
I did not ask a question, Ms.
He doesn't
You're
want to
allowed
talk
to.
about
I did
the
not ask a
horrific
question.
crime in California. He does not want to talk about
I did not ask a
crime
question.
in
Child, Pam Bondi was unhinged down there. Like, she could act like she couldn't control her damn self. Now, she could have just not said nothing and let the clock just run out. She didn't have to start doing all that blaming and finger pointing back to the people and all that type of shit. She was acting like she was Donald Trump. She was. Y'all watch somebody else let her have it up down here. Watch this.
Mr. Chairman, I want to start by saying I appreciate what you said, Attorney General Bondi, and you said it to me personally, that you take the personal security of every member of Congress seriously and that people can contact you about that. And in these times, that's a very serious matter. So I thank you for that. Article 2, Section 1, Clause 7 of the Constitution is the Domestic Emoluments Clause. And it says that the president is limited to his salary in office and cannot receive any other money from the federal government while he's in office. It cannot be increased by $1. This president is the first president in U.S. history who has repeatedly sued the federal government for $230 million for the judicial search warrant at Mar-a-Lago, which was perfectly lawful and was never struck down. But now he's suing the IRS for $10 billion. He's suing the IRS for $10 billion, which I think is around 80% of its annual budget, because his tax returns were leaked. And they were illegally leaked by a private contractor who actually is in prison now, Charles Littlejohn. But he wants $10 billion. Now, well, I want to ask you the question of whether you think it would violate the Domestic Emoluments Clause for you to settle that $10 billion case or any of the other claims that the president has made against the government. He himself has remarked, it's interesting because I'm the one that makes the deal, right? And he says, I kind of have to work it out with myself. Do you think it would violate the Domestic Emoluments Clause for the president to work out a deal from people who are his subordinates under his unitary executive theory to get money in one of these cases?
I'm not going to discuss pending litigation.
Okay, so theoretically you're saying because his privacy rights were violated in that tax case, and they were. I'm with the president on that. I mean, his Mar-a-Lago thing is ridiculous, but there's no doubt that his tax returns, despite the fact that he promised to release them, despite the fact that every other president released the tax returns, he suffered embarrassment when it showed that he hadn't paid taxes for several years, and he had a right for that not to happen. Now, I want to turn back to the Epstein survivors, because President Trump may have been a little bit embarrassed by the release of those tax returns. How much do you think the claims of these survivors are worth? As the good congressman from Kentucky just pointed out, there were lots of survivors who had decided, for reasons of their own, never to release their names. That determination was represented to people in Congress, and we built it into our federal law that their names could not be released, and yet you published their names, their phone numbers, their addresses, personally identifying information. If Donald Trump can get $10 billion theoretically from the Department of Justice, how much should these people get for a far worse violation of their privacy rights and a far greater danger established to them in their lives?
Do you even know who Chase Mulligan is? You're so obsessed
Child, they had to treat Pam Bondi like she's in first grade.
with you. Don't, do you?
I'm going to teach you the rules again. You're the Attorney General of the United States. We have rules here.
You're obsessed with him.
You're the Attorney General of the United States.
With obsessed with Donald Trump. You have Trump derangement syndrome.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like my time
Mulligan will be
restored. I'd like my time restored.
In your district. In your district, and you don't even know about it, about keeping children safe from online predators.
Time belongs to the gentleman from Maryland. The gentleman can proceed.
Yeah, and I want the whole country to look at this. because this is the Attorney General of the United States, whose job is law enforcement. We've never had a witness who has misunderstood our rules and been unable to conform his or her conduct to our rules before. We have only 5 minutes, and so we use our time to ask you specific questions.
How long are you giving me to
Excuse
answer?
me, I'm not yielding to you right now. I'd like that second restored too. So, Ms. Bondi, the way it works is we ask you a question and you answer it. And if you go off on a wild goose chase, another tangent, you start reading statistics or you start talking about stuff going on in our district. And by the way, I invite you to my district. Come to my district, but that's not what we're here to do today. Okay? So, and you do that, then we're allowed to say we reclaim our time. At that point, you have to be quiet. You have no choice. You have to be quiet. So I hope you understand the rule of this board. Now, here's what I want to ask you. You're in law enforcement. We've seen all kinds of evidence of crimes. And when we go over to the Department of Justice for the 4 computers for every member of Congress, we see more evidence of crimes. Will you create a joint task force of the Department of Justice and governors and state attorney generals and district attorneys across the country to...
Okay. We had enough, child. We had enough, child. Enough. Mr. Raskins had to treat you like you were a 3rd grader down there. Oh, Lord. Pam Bondi, listen, I don't know what to tell this lady. She need to be fired for real. Like, she's an idiot. My mom was like, why she need to be fired? Being stupid is enough reason to get fired these days. Bye, Pam Bondi. Again. Oh, listen, I don't even want to read this next story. I don't. Let me see what the picture look like first. What's this video too?
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942, 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you, just waiting. Nights that I'm spending all alone. Been waiting for you to walk through the door. Rockin' designer, Gucci attire with the Louboutin heels. Little shawty dressed up, she style.